Welcome to Story Corner, a place where we share the triumphs, struggles, and lessons learned from everyday people. Join us as we delve into the unique experiences that shape us and inspire us to live our best lives. Subscribe now for new stories.
Do the right thing and God will be with you, ringing in her mind. Finally, the boy finished eating and Amanda took him, making sure no one was following her. Upon entering through the back door, she encountered a restaurant employee leaving the pantry. She quickly turned and shielded the boy so he would not be seen. Amanda now faced a new challenge, as the boy would have to leave through the front door. Just as she was about to reach the food court, her boss spotted her with the child. His smile faded as he approached Amanda and demanded to know what the boy was doing there. He sternly repeated, "Get rid of this boy and do it now, or you'll lose your job." Amanda reluctantly took the boy by the arm and was about to escort him out when someone recognized her, shouting, "Stefan, is that you?" When Amanda turned around, she was shocked to see that the man was a beggar she had often fed on the street. He apologized. "Miss, forgive my son, he always escapes me, but it won't happen again." He made a sign of supplication and promised not to harm the boy. Amanda reluctantly handed him over. Just 3 steps out of the restaurant, they were stopped by the owner of the place. Amanda braced herself for the worst, but to her surprise, the owner greeted the beggar with a hug and took him by the shoulder, leading him outside. The boy was not waiting near the entrance, and Amanda saw that the owner was not upset. She felt relieved but couldn't understand what was going on. On one hand, her boss had kicked out many beggars, but now the owner was talking to one. Her mind was filled with questions. Amanda moved closer, still keeping the boy close to her, eager to listen to the conversation. She was about to be astonished by the story she was about to hear. It turned out that the owner and the beggar were friends, and the owner had set aside a special area for the beggar and his family to eat whenever they needed. Amanda was taken aback. Fernando, the beggar, hung his head and told the owner that he hadn't been able to eat there for 9 months, as he had been told the rules had changed and he and his family were no longer welcome. The owner, upon hearing this, was incensed and asked Fernando who had told him such a thing. The owner took Fernando's hand and asked him to come inside with him and identify the person who said he couldn't eat there. Fernando was hesitant to cause trouble, so he insisted that the things stay as they were. The owner then called the employees, especially the head manager, to come to the restaurant. When the head manager arrived, he was shocked to see the beggar being treated with such disrespect. Despite diners complaining about the lack of attention, the owner asked for their patience and gathered everyone in the restaurant. Even the children fell silent as they listened to the owner's energetic voice. The owner told them about a year ago when he was leaving the restaurant and ended up on the floor with no idea what was happening to him. His employees were scared, and due to their nervousness no one called for a doctor. The owner's life was hanging in the balance with his son crying next to him. The owner could see his son, but he couldn't move or speak. He then went on to explain how the beggar had called an ambulance and saved his life. The owner was deeply grateful and wanted to make sure the beggar and his family were always welcome at the restaurant. In honor of Fernando's heroism, the owner promised to provide him and his family with a job and a place to eat at his restaurant for as long as they wanted. The owner's emotional speech left the crowd in disbelief, and some even shed tears. The owner then issued a challenge to anyone who said Fernando couldn't eat at his restaurant. They would be unemployed by the end of the night. Fernando was given the chance to speak. He noticed the head of the restaurant, who had a disdainful attitude towards him and often threw him out, denying him entry and even preventing him from eating there. The boss, looking embarrassed and almost trembling, turned to him with a pleading expression, as did Amanda, who was holding the little boy, ready to kick the head out of the place as well. After a moment, Fernando said, "I think he is not here anymore." However, Mrs. Lucia, the head chef, jumped out from the back of the restaurant and declared, "That man, the head, he did whatever he wanted here. He kicked out poor people like Fernando and others that we used to help on your orders, sir. It was all on your orders." The restaurant owner then looked up and stated, "This incident happened for a reason, and I don't believe in coincidences. Simply, God is doing justice." The owner asked Fernando how he managed to survive, and Fernando seemed to recognize Amanda and pointed to her. "She, sir. She gave me food. My good friend, in your absence she always passed the street and gave me food." The owner then squeezed Amanda's hand and said, "Ah, that's good. As of today, I appoint you as the head of this restaurant." Amanda has been grateful ever since the day for not acting wrongly, always trying to follow her principles. She also thanked the voice that made her stop many times when she saw the boy eating, not knowing what to do or whether to let the little one finish eating.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Story Corner. We hope you were inspired by today's story and learned something new. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, keep living life to the fullest.